going to be informational, but it's going to be exciting, and there's going to be information that you're going to be able to use to grow your business, to be able to recruit more people, to be able to build stronger relationships, to be able to grow a more powerful network. Now, there's no question that Facebook has made our lives easier when it comes to network marketing. There's no question at all. We have this ability through Facebook to be able to have our list built for us. That's one of the things that some of us forget, how easy it's been for us to be able to create our list. If you go back 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you had to sit down with your address book, and you had to sit down with all these different old school approaches to be able to try and think about who you knew. But now, not only can you easily connect with your friends and family, you can also use that list to be able to remember the people that they know, which are also people that you know. So, for example, if you've got 500 friends on Facebook, you can click on every single one of those people's friends and go, oh, yeah, that person. Oh, yeah, that person. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that person. You can put your wherever you went to school and people pop up. You can put cities and people pop up. And all of a sudden, you start to be able to connect with a larger group of people. And these were all things that were very difficult to do. I remember, 10 years ago when classmates.com came out, and you could find your old classmates from people you went to school with, and how amazing that was to all of a sudden have connection with all these other people. Well, this has put that, totally in the dust. You have this ability to connect. And even though you might not have time to talk to everybody all the time, you have the ability to stay in touch with other people's lives. You can see what's going on, what they're celebrating, and milestones in their lives, and what's going on with their family, and if they're on vacation, or what's going on with their job, or what they're frustrated with, what they like and what they don't like. Without going deep, you can just scroll through your news feed, and you can get an idea of what's going on in the lives of your friends and your contacts. People can also search you out. So you get this ability to really create something special, and there's no question in my mind, this is one of the most powerful tools for the network marketing professional of all of the tools. And I've gotten more involved with it over since we started Network Marketing Pro. We have a fan page today, and that fan page is growing astronomically. And you're not going to have to start a fan page. We're not going to teach you that you have to start a fan page in order to be able to build a stronger network marketing business on Facebook. But we have 209,183 fans on Facebook, and just the ability to connect and friends of friends and all that other kind of stuff. And we had, I think, 172,000 or something like that a month ago. So 36,000 people we added in 30 days. That's what can happen when you start connecting with people, and people start sharing information, and people start using this platform on with the method that it's capable of. And I think we're just scratching the surface of what's possible inside of Facebook when it comes to marketing and when it comes to building relationships. And all of that said, I will tell you, most of what I see on Facebook is, when it comes to network marketing, is lazy, annoying, aggravating, cheap sales talk. There's the person that just cannot stop. Every post they put, oh, my product is so great, my company is so great, my product is so great, my company is so great. If you're at a cocktail party with that person, how much you want to hang out with them? I mean, it's just too much. If that's all it ever is self-promotion, 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 that's the self-promoter gets a little tiring. And then there's the person, the network marketer, that says, I'm just looking for 5 motivated people. I'm just looking for 7 people that want to work with me. I'm just looking for 3 people who are ambitious. Really? Is that working for you? I can't imagine responding to something like that. I just can't. Unless you have just massive credibility, I can't imagine that working for you. I would never, ever, ever respond to some blanket, I'm looking for 5 motivated people. I would never think, oh, well, wait, I'm motivated. Why don't I do that? It wouldn't even cross my mind. Then there's the person that says, hi, my name is so-and-so. I'd like to recruit you. I mean, in the first conversation, they're just diving into, I know we don't know each other, but I thought I'd take this chance. If you don't know me and you're going to try and recruit me, just boom, right off the bat, you're going to be lazy like that? I'm not interested. Come on. I understand the ambition. I understand really wanting to succeed in network marketing. I get it. But come on. You can do better than that. Okay? It's you got to have urgency but still have some patience. And then there's the person that just all they do is they post their company or product links on other people's walls and pages. They don't ask them about this. They just do it. They go find every page that might have somebody. I have to permanently ban 20 to 30 people every single day from the Network Marketing Pro fan page. 20 to 30 every single day. They think, well, there's network marketers there. Why don't I just post, hey, I'm looking for 5 motivated people. Hey, here's my company. We're going through revolutionary growth. Hey, here's what's going on. This startup has this incredible compensation plan. Give me $100 and I'll show you how to turn it into 1,000. Every day on the Network Marketing Pro fan page, on there where we say if you spam, you're going to be banned, where we talk about Network Marketing Pro principles. On that page, they do it every single day, and I have to delete them. But it's not just there. They put it on other people's walls. They tag people that didn't ask to be tagged. They do every lazy baloney approach in the world, and it's just got to stop. It just has to stop. So I've been coaching a small group of people over the course of this last year. We've been talking about some of the strategies for Facebook because you do have friends. You can connect with those people. You can use GoPro invitations. You can use the GoPro philosophy to connect with those people. But don't do the things that I just discussed. There's ways for you to do this. And that led to the creation of this webinar, and I've done a lot of research on this over the course of the last 24 months. And there's a lot of people talking about Facebook strategies on how to be able to do this. And there's people who tell you have to have a fan page and you have to use attraction marketing and you have to do all these different things. There's people that are offering programs where they'll teach you how to run ads on Facebook in order to be able to pay money in order to be able to attract leads and attract attention. And then there's a person that is a very dear friend of mine who has kind of blended old school methods and new school technology, blended network marketing principles with Facebook in order to be able to get results. This person's personally used Facebook to personally recruit over 100 people in their organization recently, and is duplicating. Because here's the criteria that I have when it comes to a person or any philosophy that gets introduced to the Network Marketing Pro community. One, the approach and the philosophy has to get results. Two, it has to follow the formula for financial independence. Anybody's got to be able to do it. It can't just be a fancy approach that a few people can do. Everybody's got to be able to do it. Everybody has to be able to get results. Three, it has to duplicate. It can't just work for the people that get results. They have to be able to teach it and pass it on and pass it on. And four, it has to embrace the GoPro philosophies. It has to embrace the fundamental approach that we teach every single day and in everything that we do inside of the Network Marketing Pro community. So the good news for you is we have that. we have that person that's going to be sharing some information today that I'm going to pass the webinar over to. Her name is Jessica Higdon. Jessica and her husband Ray are dear friends of Marina and I, and they're building a strong network marketing business, and they've really cracked the code when it comes to maximizing Facebook. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass the webinar over to Jessica. She's going to talk for a while, and then I'm going to come back at the end and give you some additional ideas, okay? But for now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this webinar Ms. Jessica Higdon. Jessica, you there? Jessica, you there?
I am here. Thank you so much.
Take it from there.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, how are you doing today? I am just so humbled and honored to be on this webinar right now. You know, when I first got into network marketing, which was about 4.5, 5 years ago. I don't know if Eric knows this, but you were actually one of the very first people that I found on social media to follow. And I looked at your stuff and I just thought, wow, this guy, he's a total rock star. And now you fast forward, 5 years later here, and we're doing a webinar together. It's phenomenal, so exciting, and just shows what a little, hard work and consistent effort can do. So I thank you for having me on here. And I commend you guys that are on here right now for showing up and really being serious about your business. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it today and share with you guys how to recruit an extra 8 to 10 people a month through social media, which should enable you to quit your day job and never, ever, ever run out of people to talk to again. How does that sound? Real quick, I want you guys to type into your little question box there, what would an extra 8 to 10 people a month that you recruited do for you? Would that be, you'd be able to get a new car? Would you never have to worry about the electric bill? Would you be able to take your family on more vacations? I really want you to think about that, because today my job, as Eric mentioned, is to really make sure that you have a solid daily routine that you can move forward, start rake advancing, so that you are never, ever in the same place again. And when you look back a year from now, you can say, okay, this was the day that totally changed my life. So I really want you guys to think about, okay, if I had an extra 8 to 10 people, what would that do? And I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that and my story and everything, but I'm just so excited to be on here with you guys today and make sure that your warm market goes on for thousands and thousands of people. So quick question for you. How would it feel if you had a consistent flow of leads without spending money on advertising? Eric had talked about this, how so many people teach, pay-per-click and spending a ton of money before you even really dive in and get started. And that's not what I'm going to teach you guys today. I'm going to teach you exactly how I've created success so quickly for absolutely free. So that would be really exciting. And what if you knew that with a simple extension of your fingers and no technical skills, you could recruit at will? Would that be exciting to you guys? I mean, so many people are overwhelmed with the technical skills out there that you have to know. And I want you guys to know that you definitely don't have to be super technical. I'm certainly not, and I'm going to share that with you in my story. Or how about knowing that you could teach your team the same strategy for massive duplication and leverage, enabling you to find that leader, but even more importantly, enabling you to be able to create that leader. See, when you have a system in place that you can literally teach to anybody and they know how to duplicate, that makes it super, super simple for you not only to find leaders, but also create them within your organization. And that's what I've done, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. Super excited. We're going to have some fun today, and I'm going to dive right in. So let's talk about why social media, okay? Because some of you might be asking, okay, there's so many ways that you can build your business online right now, offline. Why would we talk about social media? Well, Eric had mentioned what a powerful tool that he believes that this is, and I do as well, because let's face it, there's more than 1.4 billion people on Facebook right now. That's roughly 3 times the population of the United States, guys. So there is no excuse not to build a business on social media today or to build a business at all. You know, like Eric said, 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, we didn't have these types of tools. But if you really are able to utilize these in the correct way, you can create massive success. And we're going to talk about how to capitalize on that. 95% of Facebook users actually log in every single day. 95% of 1.4 billion people log in every day. Can you imagine that? So I'm going to teach you guys how to capitalize on that market. Now, 60% of Twitter users log in every day. So the strategies that I'm going to teach you guys today, I'm going to talk mostly about Facebook because that's my medium of choice, okay? But you can use these on any social media platform. That includes Twitter. That includes Google+, which has over 359 million active users. They're on pace to outperform Twitter right now. And you can use these exact strategies that I'm going to talk to you guys about for any social media platform. And 7% of U.S. users have said they've bought something through social media marketing. So how many of you, just type in your little question box, how many of you found out about this webinar today through social media? Okay, a lot of you, right? So if people are finding out about things through social media, don't you think that it's possible that they could find out about your network marketing company? But only if you do it in the correct way, like Eric was talking about, and not being spammy. So you're probably thinking, okay, what is the correct way? And we'll talk about that. So inside this training, I'm going to teach you my 5 secrets to attracting leaders and top earners into your company. Bottom line is, and I know you guys feel this way, most network marketers, the number one thing that they want is to attract leaders into their company, right? You want to get those couple of people that go to work and help you leverage your income and your time. Well, if you don't have the right things in place, that'll never happen. So we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about the 4 pillars on how to get qualified leads and never run out of people to talk to again. Guess what? When you have 1.4 billion people to talk to, you can start qualifying and make sure that you're getting in front of the right people, and this will also save you a lot of time. I'm going to give you guys my first message formula for a guaranteed 80% response rate. So when you reach out to someone, how do you know that they're going to respond, that they're going to respect you, they're going to talk to you? I'm going to give you guys the exact formula, so make sure that you get your pen and paper out because I'm going to give you guys some really good stuff to use today. And my number 1 secret weapon to help you stand out from the millions of network marketers out there. You guys know, on social media, if there's 1.4 billion people, that means there's millions of network marketers spamming their business and trying to get you in, right? There's so many out there. How do you distinguish yourself from those people? Well, we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to share with you a huge secret weapon that you can use that'll instantly give you more rapport than all of those other people out there. I'm going to give you guys my favorite closing line. It's made me hundreds of thousands of dollars, but most importantly, it's also enabled my team to quickly rise the ranks. And like I said, you can use these strategies so you can create success, and we'll talk about some people that have, but also you can leverage this with your team so that they can create success as well. And that's the most important thing because we're all in this industry for leverage, right? And today I'm going to be giving you a chance to dive deeper with me, so make sure that you stick around until the very, very end. Because like I said, I want you guys to take this and run with it and be in a completely different place by this time next year. But first, I know some of you are thinking, okay, sounds good, but who in the heck are you, Jess? Who is this person? What have you created? Well, let me talk about that. So a little about me. If I can create success, so can you. And I know a lot of people say that, but here's the thing. I had a lot of things against me, okay? I had no warm market. Who can relate to that, right? All of my friends that I did have were pretty much broke college students because I was only 21 years old when I started this industry. So no warm market, broke college students all telling me this wouldn't work. Anybody ever had that before? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I had no advertising budget, and that's why I had to learn to do things without having a huge advertising budget. And that's what makes it so duplicable as well is that people don't have a lot of money to spend sometimes on their marketing strategy. I knew nothing about computers. I didn't have a lot of technical know-how. What's funny is I actually used to despise social media. That's how naive I was. I thought it was just something that people with too much time on their hands would do. I had no idea that it had such power for marketing and to get your business out there that it does. So that's how naive and impractical I was, and I had no business experience. Okay, but I think the biggest one was I had no confidence. I was young, naive, never built anything in the past. Why would anybody listen to me? Does anybody ever think that? You know, why would they listen to me? What have I done? And I had no confidence. And I also had skeptical family members. And I'm going to talk about my number one skeptical family member here in a minute, but I'm sure none of you had that, right? All of your family members were eager to get into your business, and you got 100% of them to join. Yeah, yeah, I'm the only one, right? So, but what I did have is I had a burning desire to make a change. And that's what you guys need to have is this, no matter where you're at right now. I don't care about your circumstances. I've seen people create success in all walks of life, no matter where you're at, as long as you have a burning desire and you're ready to make a decision to make a change today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today, we can help you and you can build a business. So let me share with you, this is actually the makeup counter that I used to work at, and I went back and visited it. This is the MAC counter in Nordstrom in Naples, Florida. And what's funny about this picture is when I was going to school full-time, I was also working at the MAC counter full-time, trying to make a living, and then also said, you know what, I want to start my own business. I was surrounded by women that were catty. They hated their lives. They weren't having success. Some of them had been there for almost 20 years. And I would come home every day miserable. I knew that I had to get out of there. So this is me visiting there years later, and a lot of those women, they're still there, but because I made a decision to take control of my own life and move forward, life is completely different now, and we'll talk about that. This is a picture of my dad. And you can see I changed my hair a lot, right? This is a picture of my dad. I love my dad more than anything in the world. But I put this picture here because he was actually my first no. Okay, anybody else's dad, their first no? Well, yeah, he was my very first no, and that just shows I had no credibility whatsoever. And by talking to him, and he's a very successful businessman, telling me that this is a pyramid and it'll never work and blah, 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 all the things that you always hear, right? It totally crushed me. It really ruined my self-esteem to do this business. And so for about 5 months, I was just kind of talking here and there to people, but I wasn't really all in. Does that make sense? So I was in the business, but I wasn't all in the business mentally. But, one day I was driving in my car, and I was listening to some CDs that I had purchased, and I made a decision, listen, I'm going to invest in myself because that's the number one investment you can make and see what happens. And they were talking about why would you ever want to worry about price tags? And the day before, I had been asking myself, okay, I'm going to put this money, when I get my paycheck, I'm going to put this money towards this bill, and then I'll have this much to buy that new dress I was looking for, and da-da-da. And I just said, stop. Wait. I never, ever want to worry about price tags again. I instantly made a decision. I decided to go all in. And 5 months later, I am so, so grateful to this woman. This is my first sign-up in the network marketing industry, okay? How many people do you think would have quit after 5 months of not getting a single person in the business? But I knew there was something more out there for me. So I got this lady in the business, and she totally gave my belief back. I am so grateful to her. This is Sharon Carpenter. She worked with me at the makeup counter. And so I decided, okay, if one person is willing to believe in me, thank you, Sharon, then how many other people out there are willing to believe in me and really do this with me? But I was still pretty nervous to talk to people in person. So I decided, okay, let me turn to Facebook. Let me look at this social media thing. And I went on Facebook. I started a consistent social media routine. And a few months later, or 18 months later, this is what happened. Okay, I was able to recruit 100 people, over 100 people now. I was able to create a six-figure business, and this is me getting my first $10,000 check in network marketing. I was just blown away, and this is for the month. I was blown away that this is possible. This is me on stage, again, getting that check. This is some of our team. You know, we've been able to take our team on many, many vacations. This is us in Cancun, vacations that we've earned through the business, okay? This is our wedding. Now, I was able to marry the man of my dreams, and what's so amazing is this industry gave me the wedding of my dreams. This is us honeymooning in Fiji, and I don't know if you guys know my husband, and you've heard him talk about this, but Fiji was probably the most expensive vacation we've ever taken. And we came back after 10 days. We came back to more money than we had spent on this vacation. That's the amazing power of this industry, and I want nothing more than that for you guys. This is us in the Grand Canyon. Lucky for us, we didn't go during the government shutdown, right? Or else they would have turned us away. Crazy, but this is us there. So we've just had some amazing life experiences. This is us and some of the team. This is an island off of Haiti that we were actually able to go to. Beautiful. You would never guess that Haiti was so beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is me. I've gotten to speak on stages all over the world. And this is us featured in What's Working Now, a network marketing magazine. And we were honored to be featured as a $1 million earner couple. We have earned over $1 million in this industry alone. And this is me just last Saturday speaking in front of a crowd of 6,000 people. So I was really excited for this. It was the biggest crowd I've ever spoken to, and it was awesome. But you know what? That stuff is all amazing. The best part are the people on my team that have created success through the strategies I'm going to teach you today. You know, these are just some. I'm going to dive deeper into their stories later, but that's what's so amazing. Now, some of you are thinking, well, Jess, maybe you can do it, but what if I can't? Well, I'm going to share with you some myths, and some of them Eric talked about previously, but some people think that in order to have success in this business, you have to have a huge warm market. Has anybody ever been told that, well, you don't have a big warm market, so you're not going to succeed? Well, clearly, I didn't have a warm market, right? I had to make one. So we're going to share how to do that. Online doesn't duplicate. Well, in certain ways, that it doesn't. You know, if you're being shown the wrong strategies, then you can get in trouble with yourself and your team because it can be really overwhelming. If you have the right way to do things, it absolutely does duplicate, and I'm going to show you how. How about you need a large advertising budget? Who's ever told you that? Well, clearly, we've already talked about that. You don't need a lot of money to build this business. You just need that burning desire. You need a fancy schmancy marketing system. Well, there are a lot of great marketing systems out there. Okay, a lot of them I've used to create success, but you need to know the right ones. There's so many out there. How do you know which one to choose? And we'll talk about that. Oh, Eric touched on this. People think you need a fan page. This is one of the biggest questions I get ever is, okay, do I need a fan page to create success? Well, when I first started, I did not have a fan page. I only used my personal page, and I created a six-figure business. The only reason I got a fan page, which was not too long ago, maybe 6 months ago, was because I was, there were too many people getting on my personal page, and I wanted to expand. But until that point, I created massive success with a personal page, and that's all you need. You need to be a certain age. Well, you guys heard my story. I was 21 years old, no confidence. Online, the cool thing about online is no matter who you are offline, you can be whoever you need to be online and create that credibility. And we're going to share with you some strategies how. And not only people that are young, but people that are older too. I have so many success stories of people using this. Social media is saturated. Well, if you use the right strategies, it is completely unsaturated because there's hardly anybody doing it the right way. And out of 1.4 billion people, I highly believe that there's no way that you're going to run out of people to talk to, okay? There's just no way in a lifetime. And finally, you need technical skills. We talked about this. You absolutely do not. For example, this is my friend Julie, who's a single mom and bartender out of Florida. Julie is the least technical person I've ever met in my life. And by using my formula, in less than 1 week, she was able to recruit 7 people in less than a week. She made over $800, and she won a 7-day cruise for her and her son through the company. Now, what's really cool about that is that cruise was the first cruise she'd ever taken her son on, her 10-year-old son. Pretty amazing. So if Julie can do this, I guarantee you guys that you can. You know, she's awesome, but she knew nothing about computers or technical skills, anything like that. But some other people are facing different challenges. You know, they're overwhelmed with everything out there. There's a million things, a million strategies that you can follow, like Eric talked about. How do you choose the right one? Well, today I want to make sure that you guys have a daily method of operation to go full-fledged and be, like I said, be at a different place this year. And they're struggling with what to say. Does anybody ever get stuck? You know, you think, okay, maybe I should say this, maybe I should say that, and then you just bumble all over your words and nothing ends up coming out. Well, I'm going to teach you guys some things to say as well that'll help that never happen again. No daily routine. When we come into this industry from being an employee to an entrepreneur, we expect somebody to tell us what to do, but they say, you need to tell yourself what to do. Well, so many people, they don't have a strategy, and so that's the most important thing. They're stuck at the same rank or no rank because of confusion and frustration. I know that I was really frustrated when I first started, and I needed to find something that was clear, simple, and was a straight beeline to where I wanted to go. Or you're eager to create time and money freedom, but you feel like there's no time management with a job or kids, illnesses, whatever. Well, with what I'm about to teach you guys, this is going to be something that doesn't take up a lot of your time because you're extremely productive in that time that you have. Okay, so I'm going to teach you guys how to be extremely productive and create a daily routine that takes up less than a half hour a day. Sound good? So get ready, get out your pen and paper, because today I'm going to help you remove the clutter, get unstuck, and start rank advancing. Woohoo, let's do it. So step number 1, these are the 4 pillars that I use and my team uses to start recruiting right now. You want to make sure that your profile is set up to attract people and not detract people from it. So you probably have people looking on there right now that are turned off by something you have that you're overlooking. So you need to make sure that when you are creating, when you are going out there and reaching out to people, the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to look at your profile and see what kind of person you are. It's like your first impression, right? Like Eric was talking about being at a party. You want to make sure that you give the perfect first impression for this party. And so you need to make sure that everything is in place. Do your posts create curiosity in your business? Think about that. Not, hey, I'm looking to work with 5 motivated people, right? Like he was talking about. No, but hey, I'm on my way to, this vacation, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. To create curiosity in your business, there's about 4 or 5 different posts that you can put together that make it so people ask you what you do. Are you over pitching? You want to make sure you never over pitch, and that's what the curiosity is all about. Curiosity in social media is the name of the game. You don't want to be posting 80% of the time about your business. And are you posting enough throughout the day? Are you posting enough value? You should be posting at least 3 to 5 times a day. When you get better and you get more involved, you can post up to once an hour. Now, people say once an hour, Jess, isn't that too much? No, actually, people want to know that you're up to something and you're being active. Now, is your profile picture and banner company branded or you branded? This is a big question I get as well is, okay, I'm reaching out to people and I really want them to know what I do, so I should probably post my company everywhere. Wrong. You want to make sure that people join you, because people sign up with people, not a company. I know you've heard that before. Now, are you posting for profits or losses? If you're not doing any of this right, you know your banner and your profile picture aren't positioned correctly, you aren't posting enough throughout the day, maybe once every other day, you're over pitching, you're not creating curiosity, you're just kind of being blah and you're not being yourself, then you're going to lose followers and people are going to stop following you. Now, are you commingling business and personal properly? Very important. Write this down. You want to do 80% value. So that means you're sharing videos, you're sharing articles, you're sharing inspirational quotes, you're posting cool things, and 10 to 20% about your business. Now, here are the 5 most important branding tips that are guaranteed to attract more leaders into your business. Again, I'll mention your pictures and your banner. Very, very important. You want to make sure that it's a picture of you and not some crazy, thing about your company and all that. People are totally turned off by that. Your balance of business versus pleasure. Again, very important. The amount of curiosity raised. Now, you may be thinking, well, Jess, how do you raise curiosity? What are you talking about when you say that? Well, I told you I'd give you guys my secret weapon to help you stand out and get people to ask you what you do, and that is simply lifestyle. You want to be posting so many lifestyle pictures and posts that people can't help but ask you, okay, what is it that you do? And even if you're not where you want to be in your business, that's totally okay. Okay, I'm not here to tell you that you have to have success already, because guess what? When I first came online, I had no credibility. I had to create that credibility by the strategies that I'm teaching you right now. So you want to create lifestyle posts. And your about section, the first thing that somebody's going to do is they're going to go to your profile and look at your pictures and things. The second thing they're going to do is go to your about section. And people are totally overlooking this, missing the boat. Okay, I know that if I'm looking for a sponsor, I'm going to go to that about section and see exactly what they do and what they're all about. What's their website, da-da-da-da. So you want to make sure you have the proper things in place. Now, one more thing I'll say about lifestyle. Go to your company events. Because guess what? If you don't have the credibility yet, you can take pictures with people who do and post those on your Facebook. Pretty amazing. So people see a picture of you with, let's say, an Eric or, somebody else that's big in your company, and they think to themselves, okay, this person knows what they're doing. They have cool friends. Okay, so very important. And finally, you want to think about, okay, the ideal prospect for me, the absolute best person that I want to work with, what would they be having questions about? So what's their pain? What are they struggling with? And if you can answer those on your profile by posting, inspirational quotes or sharing an article that you just read that helps them out, something, value, so that they come back to you and say, wow, you really helped me out there. I have so many people that come up and thank me for my post every day because it really inspires them to do better in their own life. And that's what you want from people as well. So Dave, I love Dave. He's amazing. He might be on this webinar. He actually was completely spamming people. And I'll use his verbiage here. He was pretty much sucking, is what he says. He was pretty much sucking at being positioned properly. Well, when I went through and we helped him and he went through the strategy, he went to sponsoring 24 people in 3 days into just one of his businesses by just fixing a few things. Now, if that's possible for Dave, I can tell you it's absolutely possible for you and the people on your team. So what's step 2? Now that you have everything all positioned and ready to go, you want to make sure that you start prospecting now. Now it's time to start prospecting, and I'm going to share with you, you have an unlimited amount of people to talk to. You have 1.4 billion people on here that you can reach out to. But who do you reach out to? How do you reach out to them? Let's talk about that. So you want to come up to this little search bar right here and type in a group or fan page that you feel you would, connect with, the people in there you would connect with. Oops. There we go. One of my absolute favorites is Robert Kiyosaki. You guys like my circles there? Clearly, I'm a network marketer, not an artist, okay? But Robert Kiyosaki, great people in that group. So I just typed Robert Kiyosaki in the search bar, and this is what comes up, okay? There's about 9 different groups and fan pages that have phenomenal prospects and people to talk to. But this is just one of my favorites. I love these people because they're network marketers, number one. And number two, they are super positive and outgoing. So look, this one isn't even spelled right, Robert Kiyosaki, and it has over 8,700 people in there. So you want to go into a group or a fan page like that, and you want to look at the status updates. What status updates resonate with you where you think there would be people that you could talk to that are commenting on it? So this is one I love. Here's another one. You want to look for ones that are maybe a little controversial so that when people are commenting on them, you can find the people that agree or are really smart and intelligent, right? So let's look at this one for a second. In life and in business, there are many types of people you have to work with. Approach them from their needs, not your own. This is a great status update, very motivational, teaching people how to recruit the right way rather than the wrong way. And so I want to look for someone that agrees and seems intelligent. So I found this lady, and she said, she commented, you want to look at the comments. She commented on this status, approach people by showing you care about them. They'll admire you, and this way you position yourself as a leader, and for those people you will be the go-to person. Now, this is exactly what I teach, right? Exactly. So I want to reach out to her and get her in my business because she's someone that I really feel like I could resonate with. Okay, so I actually recruited her. And I want to share with you guys that there are 4 types of personalities because, you may look at this girl and say, okay, well, why are you reaching out to her? It's very important to qualify who you're talking to. This is why you're able to save yourself time with this strategy because if you talk to the right people, you will be able to recruit at a higher percentage and you won't waste your time talking to the wrong ones. So there's 4 types: low maintenance, low value. These are the people that really, they don't complain a lot, they don't really cause a fuss, but they also don't recruit a lot and they don't bring a lot of value to your business. Okay, they're okay to get, but not ideal. Then there's high maintenance, low value. These are the worst people to get in your business, and these are who I'm staying away from even talking to. These are the people that you can just tell that they're complainers. They're going to whine, they're going to be needy, and they're going to not do much to recruit and not get a lot of people in your business anyway, so they're not worth your time. Those are the absolute worst. Then there's the high maintenance, high value. So these are the people that are needy and they need a lot of attention, but they also provide value. So again, not the best, but hey, you're making some money, so at least you have, something in your bank account to show for it. Finally, these are the people that we're looking for. The low maintenance, high value people that don't complain a lot, they get things done and they start recruiting. So when I tell you, let's go back, when I show you to go to this person right here, where'd she go? This person right here seems like she would be low maintenance, high value, and that's what I'm looking for, okay? So then once you find that person, you want to send them a personal message. Now, there's a lot of trainings out there, guys, where people will tell you to mass message constantly. That is not good. That's not going to bring people in your business. How do you distinguish yourself from the millions of network marketers out there? You want to send them a personal message. So you scroll over their name, you click the message button, and how are you going to get this person to really listen to you and want to talk to you about your business? Well, get a pen and paper right now and write this down. If you follow this, you will have success. First, in the first sentence, you want to put their first name because they want to know that you're messaging them personally, not mass messaging, trying to get a sign up, that you actually care about them, okay? And then in the first message, you add why you message them. So why are you reaching out to them to get to know them more? Is it because you like their profile picture? Is it because you love their comment and you think they sound really intelligent? Then you want to compliment them. Hey, Joe, I saw your comment in the Robert Kiyosaki group, and the way that you talked about how to work with people and how to bring people into your business, I just thought that was so brilliant. I checked out your profile, and you definitely seem like somebody who has a lot going on. I would love to learn from you and connect with you, and then ask them a question. It's usually what do you do? Because you want to get the conversation going. Now, unless it's blatantly obvious on their profile, don't ask them what they do if, they have real estate everywhere or whatever, because then they'll know that you didn't go and look at their profile from the beginning. But if you follow this to a T, you will get a guaranteed 80% response rate. Okay, so make sure you write that down. Now, Aurora followed this to a T, and when I first met her, she didn't even know where the send message button was on Facebook. She's an amazing mom and entrepreneur out of the UK. She didn't know how to even use Facebook. But after following this, she sponsored 28 people into her business in 2 weeks. What if you guys were able to do half of that and just got to work and were able to do half of that? Well, wouldn't that make a huge difference to you? So I'm telling you guys, make sure that you're taking notes and you follow this formula. Number 3, now that you have them in the door, you need to start building a relationship. Well, how do you do that? Again, remember they're going to join you, not a company, and this is how you're going to distinguish yourself and make it so they come into your business. Are you asking the right questions, not the wrong ones? A lot of people are asking the wrong questions, and they're going for the pitch too soon. So how do you distinguish yourself from the billions of people? It's by giving them curiosity and giving them a taste. Do they know, like, and trust you? Are you getting to their pain? Are you asking them about their kids, about their family, about their current business and how that's going for them? Are you asking them those questions, or are you just going straight for the jugular? Don't do that, right? We want to make sure that we're getting to know these people. Now some people think that this is, the long way. This is actually the short way. This is going to expedite the closing process, because I guarantee you, if you just go and try and pitch a bunch of people, you're not going to get one person into your business. This is the fast lane, guys, is getting to understand these principles right here. Now, are you coming across as an authority or an expert, somebody that people can come to with advice? Now, that doesn't mean, remember, I had no success when I first started recruiting, okay? That doesn't mean that you're coming on here and lying to people about how great you are. This means that you're just showing people, hey, I'm on a mission. I'm going from point A to point Z, and I hope you come with me. People want to follow people that are up to something, and that's what that means. And again, in everything that we do with the strategy, you want to create curiosity. So relationship and rapport building, here's an example of curiosity right here. So get out a pen. Again, I'm going to share with you guys a really good line. After you ask, what do you do, they're going to ask you, what do you do? Now, this is not where you pitch here. So many people do this. Don't pitch. This is a great line you can use. There are about 10 different lines that you can use here, but this is just one that I really like. I'm a professional recruiter for a major company in Texas, wherever. We're actually looking to expand in their area, wherever they are. How's the job market going over there? I hear it's starting to get better, but still not great. Okay, do you think that'll create some curiosity? Absolutely. Now, Terry actually followed this to a T. Terry followed my script to a T and sponsored 8 people in the last month and a half. This was just recently. He hadn't had any success prior, but by understanding how to create curiosity in the rapport building stage, not only was he able to recruit 8 people, but his downline recruited 3 people in the last month and a half. That's pretty cool. That's what we want to see, is not only you having success, but your team having success and having a system to follow you. So love you, Terry. He's in a very remote area of Montana, and so he had to go to social media because there's no one out there. So I feel you, Terry. I've been there. And finally, step 4, closing. Now, if you go through the numbers and you do exactly what I just taught you, that's great. You can probably recruit some people. But if you don't know how to close and actually pitch your business, then all of that is a waste of time. So here's my favorite closing line on social media. This is my absolute favorite, so take notes. Once you find out what their pain is, based on what you share with me, I think you want to take a look at what I do. We've helped a lot of people in your situation. I'm not sure if the business is a fit for you, but I think you'd love the product. If not, no big deal. Let me know. Little smiley face, right? That's my personality. Throw your own personality in there. But guess what? Is that pitchy? Is that making people feel as if they're being pressured? No. And guess what? 90% of the time, they will say, Yes, absolutely. I would love to take a look at what you do, or at least be open to it, and that's what you want to see. But then you need to get them on the phone. Getting them on the phone is absolutely key. If you don't get them on the phone, then it's very rare that you'll get them into your business, and I'm going to share with you how to do that. Are you postured correctly in the conversation? Again, you want to make sure that you're coming across as someone that they can go to for advice. A good rule of thumb, don't close until at least 3 messages back and forth unless asked. So if somebody asks you and gives you the green light, go for it. But don't send links and stuff like that until at least you've built some rapport there. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Now, I'll ask you one more time. Are you being a problem solver or a closer? Remember, our job here is to take people that are ice cold and turn them into being red hot. So are you being a problem solver versus a closer? If you are, then it'll be easy to bring people into your business because you'll know what their problem is. For example, this was a guy that I recruited through Facebook, and I had not really had hardly any success yet. But he's asking me, because I came across as somebody that's, on a mission. He's asking me, hey, do you think that I should join one network marketing company or a couple? Now, do you think he'd be asking me that if he didn't respect my opinion? So what do you think I said? I told him, hey, you should only do one because it's very hard to focus on two. And this is why I'm in my company. If you want to take a look, great. If not, no big deal. So he took a look, got him into the business, and there you go. Now, Ben here, he had always struggled with closing, and he had had a few sign-ups in network marketing within like a year. So he had 2 sign-ups within a year of being in the business. By following my strategies and working with some coaching, he was able to take 2 people a year and turn that into 11 people in 2 months. 11 people. Now, that's not astronomical results, but guess what? If they're the right people, it absolutely is. And that's what this whole webinar is about, guys, is you can take these strategies right here and start bringing people into your business today. So my question to you is, will you be my next success story? Who is sick and tired? I want you to type yes if you're sick and tired of being in the same place and spending thousands on info courses that are just plain overwhelming. Like I mentioned before, there's so much stuff out there. How do you know what's right and how to get into the right daily method of operation and start moving forward in your business? What's the right system for you? Well, over the past few years, I want to switch gears for a second. Over the past few years, I have had hundreds and hundreds of people come up to me and say, Jess, I really want to know, I wish you had something that you could show us to show us how you're creating success so quickly. And not only that, but how your team is creating success so quickly. And so if you guys, I'm talking to the people that are serious right now. If you're ready to make more money and finally quit your day job, stop dilly-dallying around and be featured on your company stage, then I want to introduce you to my 10K social media recruiting formula. If you guys go to goprofacebook.com, you will get instant access to this. You guys are one of the first to see this. Now, I have had so many people come up to me, like I said, and say, Jess, what are you doing to have the success? So I had to go back and reverse engineer all the steps that I've taken to create this success and for my team. And so that's what I've done in this program. And I want to create thousands, not a few, thousands of success stories with this. That's the mission, is not only to increase the success stories for you, but for the industry as well, so people stop doing it the wrong way. So let's talk about, okay, what is exactly in this course? What are we doing here? This is not a typical course. This is going to be 3 out of 4 live webinars. Now, I want these to be live because I want to really interact with you. It's like I'm there personally helping you build your business. So it's not a typical course that you enroll in. Now, the first module is actually pre-recorded. So when you get this today, you go to goprofacebook.com. When you guys get this, you are going to get Module 1 right away. And the reason that I pre-recorded this is because I know this is about positioning and branding with your profile. I know that there are people on your Facebook right now that have been following you for years. You might not even know who they are, but they've been following you for months, for years, and there's something on there overlooking that's totally turning them off and turning them away. Okay? So you're just leaving money on the table, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to fix that right away. So you're going to get this as soon as you enroll in the course. We're going to talk about how to get instant leads from your posts. There's some people have already done that. How to increase your credibility. Because remember, guys, offline, I was not confident. I didn't have the rapport. Online, I could be whoever I wanted to be, and we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to go through some branding secrets of the rich and famous. I'm going to take you through people's profiles that are making this happen. They're making this work, and they're doing things the right way, so you can see exactly what they're doing and know who to follow. Jess, I love the name, by the way, Jess. She actually already went through Module 1, and by watching just the first module, not even scratching the surface, she's generated 11 new laser-targeted leads for her business in just one day. Now, wouldn't that be cool if you guys could do that in just one day of getting this course and going through that module? So thanks, Jess, for this. I'm so excited to see what more success you create. Now, module number 2, we're going to cover targeting and finding your ideal team member. This is where to find your prospects. So, again, when you have 1.4 billion people, how do you go through and find the right people to talk to? What are the best groups, the best pages, so that you're not wasting your time and you're talking to the leaders? Then, again, how to construct the initial contact, but most importantly, how to talk to these people without getting banned. Now, some of you saw me talk about how to send the initial message and how to, connect with these people, and you thought, okay, well, but Facebook has all these rules and guidelines now. Well, guess what? There's still many ways to do this. I'm still recruiting to this day. My team is, and there are ways to get around this. So I don't want you to get banned, so you need to make sure that you're doing it in the proper way. And basically, we're going to cover how to find the leaders. Remember, guys, it only takes a couple of leaders to get good in this business, and we're going to cover how to find them. Now, module number 3, we're going to talk about creating instant rapport. So this is how to get your prospect to know, like, and trust you. This is important to bring them into your business, but also to help them stay in your business. That's the power of social media, is it can connect you to people locally and all over the country. Positioning and credibility, again, very, very important. I'm going to give you guys some conversation templates so that you never, ever get stuck. So you're going to know. Remember, one of the struggles that people have in this business is they don't know what to say. Well, you're going to know exactly what to say by going through this and turn into a recruiting machine. So whenever you get stuck, this is exactly what Terry, remember Terry from Montana? This is exactly what he used to start getting unstuck. He would tape different questions to his laptop that I provided with him and just use those and started recruiting like crazy. And finally, in module number 4, you guys are going to get closing. Because remember, everything I talked about, if you don't know how to close, then you're missing the boat. So you need to make sure that you know how to get your prospects in front of the presentation. And how to pitch your business the right way. That means knowing what not to say, okay? So many people don't know what not to say. And getting them on the phone, guys. This is key because once you get them on the phone, you have them. They're like putty in the palm of your hand. And we're going to cover no-pressure phone skills and closing techniques as well. So not only getting them from cold to warm on social media, but bringing them onto the phone and being able to just easily, with no pressure, bring them into your business. So these 4 core modules right here, Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, and number 4, are easily a retail value of $697. But I'm also going to give you, now there's a lot of you and only one of me. I'm going to give you guys my 25 closing questions. If you buy, I'm looking for the action takers here, if you buy within 1 hour of this webinar, okay? These questions, again, remember I talked about Terry? Well, he used just a portion of these and was able to recruit 8 people in the last month and a half. 3 in his downline have already recruited. So these 25 closing questions and scripts are going to share with you exactly what to say. That's easily a $97 value. That's my 0 rejection conversation template. You guys are going to get that right away. Now, as a mega bonus, and again, guys, this is only for people that get this within 1 hour. When you buy within 1 hour, because there's a lot of you and one of me, I'm going to to give you 60 days of full email support. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but my husband and I this year have charged up to $54,000 for personal coaching. Exactly, $54,000. And so when you get this product, I'm going to give you 60 days of full email support. That means I'm going to be there to help you build your business. Easily a $2,000 value right there. And as another bonus, I'm going to give you guys a checklist because it is so important for you to capitalize on the friends that you already have. So this is my social media attractor factor checklist. Are you attracting people? You go through this checklist, and I guarantee you're going to have some people asking you what you do. This is a $49 value right there by itself. Now, all the things I talked about, you're going to get the 4 live webinars, the 0 rejection conversation template, the social media attractor factor checklist, and 60 days of my personal email support. This is a total retail value of $2,843 right there. Now, let me ask you a question. If all this did was get you an extra 6 to 8 recruits a month, enabling you to find that leader and create that leader, would it be worth it? I asked you guys what you wanted in the beginning. Now, if you're serious about that, would that be worth it? Absolutely. Or if all this did was allowed you to make 6 figures, which is what it's done for me, guys, and walk across your company stage, would that be worth it? Of course it would. Or help your team move into momentum and create leverage and freedom in your life. That's the name of the game, guys, is freedom. So I wanted to create something that not only helped you, but gave you a system for your team to use. So you now have all the work done for you. Well, because I wanted to create so many success stories, it's not going to be $2,843 for you guys. Okay, I love Eric. I love you guys that showed up today. Today, you guys are going to get this for $297. $297. Now, to make it a super simple decision, you can also get it for 2 payments of $168. Okay, guys, and I'm going to give you all of that stuff that I just mentioned. Go to goprofacebook.com. Now, Jenny actually created success within 1 day. Okay, she went through my training, and she was able to recruit a team member the very next day. What if that happened to you? I love Jenny, and she's just awesome. So I am so sure that you guys are going to get recruiting results from this, that I'm going to give you a 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. So if you guys follow to a T what I teach and you don't see results, then you guys are going to get your money back 100%. Now, I didn't want to stop there, okay? But wait, there's more, right? You always hear that. Again, we've charged up to $54,000 for personal coaching, and I want you guys to see success. I want to change the industry on social media, and I'd love for you to help me do that by creating massive success for you and your teams. So those that buy within 1 hour, you're going to get 4 hours of coaching webinars, okay? Mega bonus, easily a $1,750 value right there. These are webinars. The biggest struggle that I see network marketers have, possibly the biggest, is they don't have accountability. They don't stay consistent. So I want to make sure you stay consistent and stay on this path with me so that you're in a different place by this time next year. And I did this especially for you guys. Now, you guys probably know my husband if you follow Eric, because he was featured on one of Eric's videos as well. We're going to do just for you. Now, you guys may see this being offered again somewhere else in the future, but just for you guys, if you buy within 1 hour, I'm going to give you a bonus webinar. You will never, ever see this again. We're going to cover, my husband and I'm going to have my husband on there as well, Ray, 5 ways to get people to ask you, what do you do, so that you can stop chasing people. Okay, you can stop chasing people and be talking to qualified people that actually want to know what you do. They love following you, and they want to get in your business. That's a $97 value right there. And finally, as a fast start bonus, I want to talk to the action takers right now, because I am giving this to you guys. I'm going to give you 3 conversation consultations for the right people. So I want you to pick out 3 people you think would be fantastic in your business. And I want you to email me your conversations, and I'm going to go through them with you and help you bring them into your business for the close. I'm going to go through your conversation, and work with you to help these people get into your business. So what would 3 awesome leaders in your business mean? That could easily be 6 figures. The top people in network marketing, they make most of their money from 2 to 4 people in their business. So I want to take the best people and do this for you. Again, guys, this is only for people that buy within an hour because I want to make sure that these are the fast action takers and people that are serious about their business. So everything that I'm providing for you, this is easily a $1,000 value right here. You're going to get 4 live webinars, okay? My 0 rejection conversation template, the social media attractor factor, 60 days of personal email support, 4 accountability webinars where I'm going to coach you and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to. The Eric special bonus webinar with myself and my husband, that's going to be on Wednesday where we share with you exactly how to get people to ask you what you do. 3 conversation consultations. This is a total retail value of $5,690. You guys today, again, you're getting this for $297 or 2 payments of $168. So make sure that you go to goprofacebook.com, pick up your copy, and I can't wait to see you guys in module number 1. Let's change some lives and start creating some waves in the industry. Thank you guys so much for being on here, and I appreciate you, Eric. I know we have some sales on
it's my pleasure. Jessica, here's what I will tell you. I'll tell everybody that's listening. First of all, do you have to buy this program in order to get value from what you got from Jessica over the course of the last hour? The answer is no. We gave a lot of value over the course of the last hour that you can use in order to be able to grow your business, and we're happy to do that. We always provide free content through Network Marketing Pro, but for those who want to go deeper, I brought Jessica on because I know that she's going to work her butt off and provide massive value, way more than you're going to pay for, and that's what we try and do every single day here, is give people more than what they pay for. Second, I want to tell you that during the webinar, lots of people couldn't get on. Some people got onto this webinar and got kicked off and couldn't get back on because we had so much demand for this webinar. And other people had audio issues for some or part of this webinar. And we were not going to provide replays, but I was chatting with Chad Porter during the webinar because I was looking at all the questions. I was answering questions on Facebook, on the fan page, all that. And we decided to provide 6 replays of this webinar. So starting today, if you go to networkmarketingpro.com/Facebook at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time today, tomorrow, and Monday. So there'll be 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m. For the next 3 days. This webinar is going to be available for you if you want to take notes, if you didn't get it all, if you want to take another look at the slides, to be able to complete your notes because some of it went fast. For your group that couldn't get in, for anybody that missed it, that didn't register and wants to be able to get in there and see this, you'll be able to go and choose the time and then be able to watch during that time. Okay, so they scrambled, got everything going during the first 20 minutes or so of this webinar, and the last 15 minutes or so, they got that up. So that is available. I will also tell you this, for those that do want to order this program, not only is she guaranteeing it for 30 days, but anything that we do here has the Network Marketing Pro guarantee forever. If you're not satisfied, just let us know. We'll give you your money back. We're way more interested in the relationship than we are with the money. So don't even worry about that at all. If you don't get value, if you feel like anything that you spend at Network Marketing Pro is worth your money and worth your investment of time and energy, then just let us know. No big deal. So what I wanted you to get for the first 50 minutes or so of this webinar was massive value, and I think Jessica brought that massive value, and I wanted you to raise your awareness on what you can do on Facebook. The last 10 minutes lets you know how to go deeper. And for those of you who are serious, this is an opportunity for you to get some incredible stuff. So the offer that she made available, we're actually going to make available, Jessica, I hope you're okay with this, 1 hour after each of the, starting right now, and after the replays, we're going to give people an hour after that in order to be able to get registered for this offer. Is that okay?
Yes, that is okay. Thank you, Eric,
okay.
for asking.
All right. I know I put you on the spot there, but anyway.
No problem.
I did because I could.
Exactly. No.
Anyway,
Perfectly okay.
I hope you got value, everybody. I hope you had, some good ideas, some things that you can do today, starting right now, to be able to get some more information on Facebook and more value out of Facebook. For those of you who get registered, watch that first module that she's already put together. It's going to give you some tremendous value on how to be able to turn more of your activity into business. So we care about you here at Network Marketing Pro. You are our extended family. Love you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, our wish for you is that you decide to become network marketing professionals. You decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.